Hi everybody, welcome back to Sunshine Soap and Candle Company. Last week I shared with you how to make a gentle foaming hand wash, and this week I'm going to be sharing with you how to make a gentle foaming facial wash. Just like last week's formula, this one is also made for use in a foamer bottle. It is a mild, sulfate-free, gentle cleanser made for the face that creates a soft foam that effectively removes oil and dirt and makeup without leaving your skin feeling stripped or dry. This formula is made up of gentle surfactants, humectants, soothing botanicals, and conditioning ingredients that really help to support the skin's moisture barrier while also gently cleansing the skin. In today's video, I'm going to go over my full visual process and step-by-step tutorial of how to put together this luxurious foaming facial wash. And if you would like the full written recipe with percentages and amounts and a full detailed step-by-step tutorial, please head over to my Patreon page. The link to my page is in the description box below. And I quickly wanted to thank each and every one of you who've ever come over to my campaign and supported that project over there. Yesterday actually marked the 7-year anniversary since the launch of my campaign, and it's been quite the journey. And without all of your help and support over there, we really wouldn't be where we are today. We really are who we are because of our supporters on the Patreon campaign. So I hope that if you haven't checked it out, you'll come on over and see what it's all about. I post weekly tutorials and formulas over there, and the library grows every week. I never take anything down. So for 7 years, we've been continuously posting formulas in the soap making, candle making, hair care, skincare, cosmetics, household cleaning products. There's something for everyone. I hope you'll click the link and check it out. Make this month your month to learn something new or elevate a skill that you already have. It's a great way to connect with me and other makers. Again, the link is in the description box below. I hope you come on over and check it out. All right, everyone, let's get started. Okay, we're going to start off by weighing out our powdered ingredient, and that today is Allantoin. Allantoin powder comes from the comfrey plant. This is a skin conditioning ingredient that helps soothe irritation and supports a smoother and softer skin feel. So this one can be a little bit hard to dissolve. It's a little easier if you dissolve in warm water, but it will eventually dissolve. And you have to use it in fairly low amounts. Too much of it can have the opposite effect. So we're going to add our Allantoin powder to the bottom of this container. This beautiful plant-based ingredient. All right. Next, we're going to add in our distilled water. Now, the distilled water is obviously the primary carrier in the formula. It's providing the base that allows all the ingredients to blend evenly, and it's also our solvent. Okay. I'm going to give this a little bit of a stir to dissolve the Allantoin. Again, this takes a little bit of effort to dissolve, so I'm going to gently warm this up. You don't have to go very warm at all, just a little bit, maybe 95 to 100 degrees. Okay, now that Allantoin is all the way dissolved, we're ready to go ahead and add in the rest of the ingredients. This is right around 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the temperature that I find the Allantoin dissolves most readily, but I wouldn't go much higher than that. You don't want to destroy the properties of the Allantoin or the other ingredients that are going to be added in. So the next thing we're going to add in is some aloe vera liquid. Aloe vera is very well known for its soothing and hydrating properties. Aloe helps to calm skin. It also provides lightweight moisture. So we're going to add in, I'm going to use a pipette here just to make sure I get my measurement accurate. Sometimes if you add in too much aloe vera, the electrolyte count can get too high, and that can cause issues with your formula remaining stable because it lowers the pH. So the amount that I have it in here is perfect. I've definitely had formulations where I've tried to use higher amounts or 100% substitution of water for aloe vera liquid, and it doesn't work in every formula. So giving this a bit of a stir. Then we're going to add in some glycerin. We're adding plenty of glycerin. This combined with the aloe vera provide powerful humectant properties. This is going to help to attract moisture to the skin, helping to prevent dryness after cleansing. Okay. Next, we're going to add in some emollient conditioning properties along with some botanical ingredients. So as you can see, everything I've added in so far is water soluble. We are going to add in some PEG 6 Caprylic Capric triglycerides. You guys saw me use this last week in the foaming hand soap formula, and we're again going to use it in the foaming facial wash formula for its emollient kind of refatting, kind of gives it a little bit of a nice slip and glide as well. And the reason why we're using this one as opposed to some other ones, maybe like Lame Soft Pro, because this is meant for a foaming bottle. We're going to be using this type of bottle, a little foamer bottle, so the formula has to be water thin, and this one works good at certain percentages, but very small percentages of other refatting agents actually don't work that great. It will not work in your foamer bottle, so you have to be careful that you're not adding anything in your formula that's going to cause any type of viscosity. You really want it to be water thin. So that's kind of nice with this formula, is no thickening is involved, which makes things a little less complicated. Stirring in our triglycerides. And then I'm going to add in some botanical properties here. You guys have seen me use this one a lot. It's become one of my favorite. Now, I would have added in panthenol at the beginning. That's your vitamin B. That's great for your skin and your hair. It also acts as a skin conditioner. I would have added that in powdered form at the beginning with the Allantoin, except that this ingredient that I'm using already has panthenol in it. So this is Fision Hydratress, and I got it from Voyager, and this has panthenol and hydrated quinoa, some more glycerin, it has pea seed extract, and it has hyaluronic acid. So it's a gorgeous ingredient. I find it really, really lovely in all kinds of applications like skin creams, facial washes, shampoos, conditioners. It works really well. I notice that it makes everything just feel a bit softer and more hydrated. Okay, now I'm going to add in my fragrance and my preservative. I'm going to add in the surfactants last so that we don't kick up too many bubbles while we're stirring and mixing. So I'm going to add my fragrance in now. It won't be all the way blended until we add in our surfactants. It'll become partially blended with the PEG 6 Capric Caprylic triglycerides, but not totally till we add in the other surfactants. So this one is Rosalina. I'm absolutely loving this one. I got this one from Eden Botanical. This is kind of a newer one to me, but it's a lot like, it's similar to tea tree, but much milder. It almost has kind of a tea tree smell to it, but it's a softer tea tree kind of smell, and Rosalina provides a fresh, clean aroma. It also offers gentle skin supporting properties. This is often considered milder than traditional tea tree oil. It's almost like, it almost feels like a mix of lavender and tea tree, but not as potent. It's got a soft, rounded edge to it. Smells really good. It's great for the skin. I'm just really adding this in drop by drop. It just looks like a lot, but it's got a little orifice reducer on it, so I'm just shaking it in there drop by drop until I get my correct measurement. I love the smell of this when I wash my face. It's like mildly invigorating, and it's like, again, it's like a tea tree, but it's sweeter, and it's got a little bit more of a, like, I think the fragrance I'm thinking of is like a balsam, almost like a balsamic. That's the only way I can describe it off the top of my head, but it's not like a, I love tea tree. It's not as sharp as tea tree. More, maybe almost more soft, like menthol tea tree, eucalyptusy, but not in a sharp way, in a mild kind of sweeter way. Beautiful. As you can see, it's clouded up my formula. That's okay, that's to be expected, and this formula will go back to being perfectly clear. After we add in our surfactants. Okay, so we're gonna add in now the preservative and just get that out of the way. And I'm using some liquid Germall Plus today. Soon I will be experimenting with a different surfactant for water-based products, and one that can go into higher pHs as well. Okay, giving this a good stir. Getting that nice and combined. Lots of you have been asking me about preservative options for my liquid soap formulas that are made with oils and butters and lye, either potassium hydroxide. The liquid soap formulas, I should say, made with potassium hydroxide and oils. A lot of you are wondering about preservative, and although I've never used a preservative in that type of formula, I'm going to be sharing some with you soon here, because a lot of you are showing interest in that, and there's nothing wrong with it. In fact, if you're going to sell your product, it might not be a terrible idea to use a preservative, and I know there's kind of a big debate around that, so you do you, not to get into what's right or wrong, but I would like to show you another way with using a preservative. So I'll be experimenting with that soon and reporting back on that. And also it will be able to be used in formulas like this as well. So the next thing we're going to do now is just add in our surfactants from the surfactant phase. And we're going to be adding in some very gentle surfactants for the face. We're adding in some foaming oats. This is a cleansing agent. The surfactants are going to add your bubbles, your lather, and your cleansing agents, helping to lift dirt and oil and makeup from the skin. I'm using all plant-based surfactants today, beautiful and mild. Foaming oats is a surfactant made out of oats, so very gentle and soothing. Okay. Next, I'm going to add in some Cocamidopropyl Betaine. This is a Mild surfactant, plant-based. It's a foam booster, builds viscosity if you need it to, and it's also got some conditioning properties to it. I'm opening up a new one. It's made from coconuts. It has a beautiful foam and lather, and I'm going to have to be very careful when I pour because this is rather large. It's brand new. So I'm going to just go very slowly here. This is my main surfactant. Just finishing off the Cocamidopropyl Betaine with a pipette just to make sure I don't overshoot and get too much in there. Almost there. Okay. And the last surfactant I'm going to be using in this formula is some foaming silk. Foaming silk is just what it sounds like. It's a surfactant made with silk, and it's actually very beautiful. You could swap this out if you wanted to keep this product totally vegan, but the foaming silk gives it a very unique skin feel. It feels silky and gorgeous and luxurious. So that's why I'm using this today. And this is an expensive product. Feel free to replace this with any other surfactant of your choice, or you could just use more foaming oats if you wanted to. But because we're using Cocamidopropyl Betaine, you can pair any other surfactant with this and you'll have a stable formula, because cocoa betaine is amphoteric, which means it can combine with both negative and positive charges. So you won't have any repelling ingredients that repel each other. When that happens, your formula separates. So you can pair this one. You can feel safe pairing this one with any other surfactant of your choice. And as you can see, the foaming silk, a little bit goes a long way. It does change the color to this gorgeous kind of amber tone. And I'm going to give this a stir. As you can see, my formula is clearing up and becoming beautiful. Just a beautiful, clear, foaming facial wash. It smells so good and fresh. I am absolutely obsessed with this formula because it's so easy to make. Literally comes together in minutes. It's so luxurious. It clears up right away. Not all formulas will clear up right away, as you probably see in your other surfactant formulas, or even soap-based formulas. Once you add that fragrance in, it can stay cloudy for a long time. I don't think I've bought facial wash for myself in actual years because it takes me a long time to go through facial wash, and they're so easy to make, and you can customize it and really make nice ones for yourself. I'm going to give this a little bit of a spritz with rubbing alcohol just to kill those bubbles. And then we're going to pour it into this beautiful foaming cube bottle. I think I got these on Amazon actually. There should be a link to them in my store. The link to my Amazon store is in the description box as well if you're interested in these. This is such a gorgeous formula. We made a 200-gram batch today, which fits perfectly into this bottle. All right, so I dumped it in here before I adjusted the pH. So off camera, I went ahead and added a little bit of citric acid to this formula. Make sure I combined it really well. And now we're sitting at right around a 5.5, almost a 5.6, which is perfect. So I'm gonna leave it like that. You know, I didn't want to dump it back out because this little cube is hard to get everything out of the cracks and corners. You have to really like shake it out and get it all back into the bottle, so, or back into your beaker here. So I just went ahead and sprinkled a little bit of citric acid in there, and then blended it really well, made sure everything was very well dissolved. But typically, check your pH when it's in your beaker, obviously, and if you need to bring it down. This is about a 6.7 or 8 without the addition of citric acid, so a little high for the face. So add a little bit of citric acid, a little pinch, stir it, check it again, and add a little more if you need to after you dissolve everything to make sure that you're bringing it down. All right, that's how it looks. Now we need to go ahead and do a little bit of a lather demo. Okay, so obviously this is for the face, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like in my hands here. It's just a gorgeous, clear, beautiful amber colored formula, and it's just really nice, you guys. Let's go ahead and show you what that foam looks like. Absolutely gorgeous. Check that out. It's a lot like, it's almost aerated like a shaving cream. It's got beautiful cushion, super soothing, very luxurious and silky feeling. It just feels really, really good on the face. And it's gentle, does not strip, supports that moisture barrier, and smells amazing. Again, the Rosalina Essential Oil smells really good, and it does provide some gentle skin supporting properties. So just gorgeous all the way around. I really, really love this formula. All right, everyone, that is how you make a beautiful, luxurious, foaming facial wash. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Please leave me some questions and comments below. That really means a lot to me. Share this video with a friend, and why not subscribe to my channel? All right, everyone, catch you on the next video. Bye, keep shining.